Alright, thank you for watching today. So today is going to be a short video. I was going across TikTok and I came across this video that spoke to me, and I feel like it will speak to a lot of men in general. This TikToker pretty much expressed that, she had her good man and she was the issue as to why she lost a good man. I want to go ahead and go over the video and have a few discussion talking points about it. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
The men that y'all claim don't exist no more, I had that type of man. I had him, and I lost him because I was stupid, foolish, young, immature, possessive, mean, with a nasty attitude, ungrateful, entitled, and ignorant.
And wow, she just came right out the bat with accountability. That's very rare that you see nowadays, that she was so brutally honest at how she was that caused a downfall of her relationship.
I had a good man. One who gave me roses, romantic surprises, lingerie, gift baskets. He cooked, he cleaned, he had roses and candles lined up to the floor. He was romantic. He would throw me $1,000 even when he wasn't rich just to go get my damn hair done.
That does sound like a great man. Now, there's always more to the story, and in the time whenever we're actually in a relationship, we never really see or feel or appreciate the partner that we really have. And sometimes after you lose that partner and you go through a bunch of other people who just don't treat you nowhere near as good, you realize what you've done and how you sabotage that relationship. So Lucy Newell saying that she is the problem, how she regrets her relationship, regrets how she left her relationship essentially, is pretty impressive.
My toes, my nails was there. He cared about me. He played old school music and slow dance with me. He f***ed me good, took care of me, took care of my kids. I had a good man. And I lost him because I, first of all, was shocked that I even got somebody like that. I had never had nobody like that before. And I went into overdrive just doing stupid shit to try to control him and put my claws into him. And it was unnecessary because I had somebody who loved me for real and did not cheat. Loyal. Oh, loyal.
You know what I noticed a lot of the time, that we normalize trauma so much that we don't realize how deep it is inside our souls and heart, and how that trauma, if we don't take care of it, we don't heal from it, we're going to go ahead and continue that poison, those vines that's digging into your heart and soul, and make it grow on another person. And that's very unfortunate. You're going to realize that at that particular time, because let's be real here. Whenever you don't appreciate or respect your partner and you take them for granted, you could be pretty cruel to them and treat them very unfair, unkind, rude, just straight out embarrassing. And that's what she realized. And you can see the hurt in her face. I'm not sure how long ago this relationship was, but clearly she has, to me so far, clearly she has went ahead and dated other men and has realized she really messed up. Like she said, she was young. I'm not sure how old she is right now. The old saying, black don't crack, so it's hard to tell. She's a beautiful woman. I'm going to assume she's somewhere in her 30s, and she probably had that relationship she didn't appreciate or nurture when she was in her 20s, like most people do.
If you got some man like that, please do the work. Be appreciative and be grateful. Don't be entitled. Do kind and nice things for him. Don't just be a taker. Give back. Respect him. Oh, respect him.
See, when she said, "Oh, respect him," I have a feeling she was very disrespectful towards him. And that goes on what I was saying before, that, for a man, we will go through anything for you. We'll go through the hard times, the bad times, the sickness and health, and even without the vows being official, right? But we want to make sure that what we're investing into is being reciprocated in the kindness of respect and nurturing, because that's what we need. We can fight the world as long as we can let our guard down at home and feel like we're going to be loved when we walk through that door. And part of that love is simply just respect.
Cause that man, baby, he gone. He with a new woman. And she looked happy as hell. She looked happy as I did when I was with him. I'm happy for her. You live, you learn. But I'm here to tell you, you guys always say, oh, there's no good men that don't exist. They exist, but they are rare.
You know what I'm very curious about is what caused the downfall in her relationship? Was it just past traumas? Was it insecurities? Or was it friends? You know, I always said once you get into a serious relationship, whether that's like a long-term committed relationship, like if you know that person is there for you for the long term, they're going to be there for a couple of years, or you see them being there with you for the rest of your life, you see yourself marrying that person, you got to reevaluate the people that you're going to be around and see if they share those same values with you. I am not a fan of a woman in a single, or a man in a serious relationship having single friends that aren't doing right out there in the streets or in their own relationships. Sometimes you got to reevaluate the connections you have to make sure that you can have the lifestyle and the ending that you want in life.
And if they came into your life, take this message as go get some therapy, go get some help, go heal, go work on yourself, and pour back into that man, because a good man will wake up one day. Good men are not blinded to the fact that they are a wonderful person to be with. They just love your ass.
Again, we will take a lot. And you know, whenever there is a good man, like a genuinely good man that just loves his woman, that will do anything for her, and he gets mistreated, I should say, that can go one or two ways, or a few ways actually. One being that it tears away at him to where he becomes a bad man, where he doesn't appreciate or treat women in a good way, because nobody is ever truly born bad. Nobody really truly is just an a-hole, right? It's something that you learn. And sometimes trauma is transferred to trauma to other people, and, you know, we just can't recoup from it. Other is that he's a lot more guarded. So he could be a bigger jerk to the next woman, or just not do relationships at all. He could be more guarded and just be taking an extra long time to less relationship, because he was like, hey, I thought I had it right with this first woman. That was clearly wrong. There must be something wrong with my judgment. So let me just take my time and just make sure I'm really sure with this next woman. And some women can see that as a man taking his time, being sure like, hey, he's playing games. We've been together for 3 years. There's not a ring. There's not a proposal. Nevertheless, that he was hurt before because he gave everything he had before to a woman. She didn't appreciate it. She disrespected him. And that's the outcome of it, unfortunately. And then the last one is that, you know, he just could become a player. I mean, it's you don't have good outcomes when you mistreat a partner that's truly good, man or woman. And that's what normally causes them to change and be the people that ends up hurting other people in the future. Hurt people, unfortunately.
And when they love you, they stay and they stay and they stay and they stay because they're hoping you will get it together one day. They're not staying with you because they don't know that they're a good man and they may not be able to get anything else. Oh, baby, he know. He counting down on your clock. He counting down on your clock. So work on yourself. Don't lose no good man, because I'm going to tell you, they are rare. And since I've been out here in these streets, it ain't nothing for me in these streets. They all trash. That's all. That's the tea. That's the word. I hope I can help somebody today.
And then I went to her page, and she has a few follow-up videos, so I'm going to go ahead and go on to right now. I didn't click on all of them, just the one that I felt like that was more directly related to the topic at hand.
That's funny. This comment made me laugh. I better go.
Also, she's a very beautiful woman, so obviously she doesn't have an issue with attracting men, but clearly once you treat somebody badly and you're going out there trying to find somebody new, it's hard to fill that hole no matter how good you look.
Get my man back and beg. Baby, I'm begging. Let me tell you guys something. That brother spent the block on me more than a few times. He came back. I actually had rejected him out of love. I knew that I wasn't able to commit to the type of woman that he deserved to be with. And by the time that I got myself together, he actually was in a relationship with a new woman.
So I'm kind of curious that she went ahead and rejected him multiple times because, like she said, he spent the block on her a few times. So I'm kind of curious, did she take that for granted and think, hey, he keeps coming back. I know he's always going to be there for me. Let me take my time and do X, Y, and Z and just have him on the back burner while I go out here. Because, let's be real here. Normally when you hear a woman, I'm not saying this is always the case, but normally you hear a woman that, she just wants to be single. She wants to go out and do her thing. She wants to heal. It's normally healing on other men and their members. I'm not saying that's the case for her, but that's just what it normally is. Let's be real here. So it's unfortunate in a sense that she didn't realize what value of a man she had until she actually lost him. And even in the first video and this one too, to me, you can still see the hurt in her face.
I'm okay. I'm not sour about it. I'm very happy for him. I hope that it works out. And if it doesn't work out, just know he spin the block. This time, we're probably going to get married in a week. So that's cute. Your comment made me laugh. But, it wasn't a matter of going and getting him back, because when you love something, truly, if you love something, it's not about the possession of it. And the love that I had for him was so real and so deep. It wasn't about him being my man. It was about loving him enough to let him go, knowing that I couldn't be who he needed me to be. I knew that my temper problems and my issues were not going to disappear in a day. It didn't matter how much I begged. It didn't matter how much I said, hey, I changed. No, I didn't. I didn't change. Rome wasn't built in a day.
You know what? And that's a strong level of accountability you rarely hear. But one thing I never liked is that, I'm not sure if she did this, but a lot of women, they will want grace and time for them to change and grow and forgiveness for their mistakes. But anytime normally a man makes some type of mistake, they want that change instantaneously. And then if you're not able to do it, you don't really love them. And I think that comes into maturity. I think that's part of the thing that she did and grow. So again, accountability, that's great. That's a very attractive thing. Do I think she's going to find another man? Because she mentioned before that he took care of her kids, not their kids. So again, a good man that's willing to love on a woman and take care of her kids too is a very rare thing. I don't know how many kids she has. She just said kids. So I'm assuming at least 2. So we'll see what happens with this, but it doesn't look good in the long run, though.
I had to truly, I had to truly, take accountability and let it be known, look, I realize I suck. I can't be who you need me to be, man. It doesn't mean it'll always be that way, but, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's all I have for this particular video. I just thought that was pretty cool when I saw that woman was taking accountability and just understanding, hey, she was at fault. Because of her faults, she lost the potential love of her life. Because realistically speaking, I always thought you only get 3 chances at real love. One to teach you a lesson, one to help you grow, and the one that is the combination of both that is your final love. I'm not sure that man was her third love. Maybe it wasn't. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But we'll see. You guys tell me what you think. Comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.